Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have Kendrick Lamar in one of the most anticipated stops on the GNX tour, right in their hometown of the very person he demolished and probably the most witnessed rap beef of all time, right in Toronto, at their very renowned stadium, the Rogers Center. And guys, this clip of him performing "Not Like Us," his nuke, is on some legendary movie-ish. And a lot of Drake fans were trying to cope and spin the narrative that the show was going to be a flop, it was going to be unsuccessful. But I saw how that Toronto crowd reacted to Not Like Us when it was played by DJ Scheme last year. Honestly, pure pandemonium. And I expected nothing less than that in this show because I actually expected to increase by like tenfold. The crowd was literally screaming for an encore, and I'm pretty sure this was the reason Drake canceled that Kai stream because more than likely it was going to be flooded with a bunch of us K-bots. But enough dilly dallying. Let's jump right into these clips where we have Kendrick Lamar in one of the most anticipated stops on the GNX tour, right in the hometown of the very person he demolished and probably the most witnessed rap beef of all time, Drake, right in Toronto, Canada, at the renowned stadium, the Rogers Center, performing the nuke itself, Not Like Us, to a raucous crowd. And guys, this is definitely history we're witnessing. This is more than likely going to be in Kendrick Lamar's biopic. This record performed by Kendrick Lamar in Toronto, Not Like Us, was definitely probably one of the most anticipated moments of this tour. And yeah, man, Toronto is obviously not a monolith. A lot of supporters of this channel have commented themselves that Drake isn't as beloved as you would think in Toronto. Obviously, the Toronto crowd was loving every second of it. At the end of the day, you can blame bots, you can blame streaming farms, but if the public doesn't connect with it, then you have nothing. You literally have ice spice. And guys, all the footage that's coming off these phones do the show no justice. If you guys have been supporting the channel, you guys know that I actually attended the LA show and I brought my 4K camera. And honestly, the crowd was louder than Kendrick Lamar himself. I'm pretty sure this is probably one of the most lit shows so far of the tour. And it happened to be in Toronto. Hilarious. It is so poetic. Look at some of these comments. King of Toronto. I mean, Drake tried to claim that he was the king of everyone else's city. Imagine your country home singing out loud to your diss track. Oh, BBL Drizzy. Oh, this is them chanting for the encore. And honestly, Drake is gonna probably have to turn off his phone if he's gonna want to ignore any of this because I'm pretty sure it's all over social media. Right now, Drake is probably shedding a single tear, lighting his favorite candle, and enjoying a bubble bath with roses in it. Still trying to figure out how to stop Kendrick. All that tough talk that top five was trying to come at Kendrick with, it was obviously gonna be a swing and miss. This isn't just some theater show or a club show. This is a stadium tour. You're not gonna get anywhere near this guy's guy is a superstar. The top five, you are anything but a superstar, no matter how much you want to claim that you are lit in Toronto. I mean, I've seen plenty of those comments and I've spoken to a bunch of homies in Toronto. Yeah, the dude has no motion out there either, and he's not respected in the streets at all. Did this in his city and they sang along with it, calling him a PDF. Yeah, man. The song has no more energy. Never liked it, but it's flat for sure now. I mean, how can you say that when you're still seeing the type of response and reaction it's getting anytime it's played? No lie, Drake gonna have to move to Quebec now. I hear it's a good time for rejects. Toronto is Kendrick Lamar's second home now. Get him out of my city, please. I mean, you're probably gonna have to tell that to the other 50,000 people in that arena, and that's not including the people that couldn't get in there because it's sold out or they just didn't have the money right now. Why the mic sound like that? Nah, man, it's kind of the cell phone footage. It's butt cheeks, and even then, you can clearly hear the reaction. Even though those phones definitely compress that sound, drowns everything out. Milking for career survival, the beef against Drake, Good Morning Sunshine. Man, it's crazy because they're complaining about maybe 3 to 4 songs out of a 53 song set. And judging by their account name, we can obviously see that they're definitely going to be biased. Is this the only song this nigga has? Nah, man. He actually, like I said, performed close to 30 records and honestly had the crowd excited for each and every one of them. I wonder who is suffering more now, Ack or King Jared or Drake. Yeah, man, it's definitely a toss-up. Right now, academics is crying about everyone saying that he was pressed by Dave Free. But just going by how Ack talked about the whole situation, it clearly seemed like he was being pressed. Toronto sent a clear message to the boy. Kendrick won the battle. Yeah, fam, in a unanimous decision. I legit want to say he dragging it. I really do, because I'm over this. But if a nigga trolled me like Drake was trolling him between Push Up and Euphoria, then hit me with some DV allegations and said my child wasn't mine, I definitely drag that shit too. And guys, I definitely had to censor that for YouTube. Toronto fans asking for more. Yeah, man. Let's just hear that again. The record obviously has steam, and if it wasn't for a technicality from a Billboard rule change, the song would still be on the Hot 100 over a year later at this point. He's playing his only hit, and the crowd still is dead. Yeah, these guys are haters. I went to the show, and it wasn't dead for a moment. I feel like the only time they were quiet was honestly when Man at the Garden played, and it wasn't from lack of interest. They were just in awe of the performance. Can Drake go to LA and do this? At this point, I don't think so. And Drake can't really complain when he played back to back in Philly. I mean, the hypocrisy. No hype, no sound. He fell off. These people are deaf and dumb. Toronto should be embarrassed for allowing this to happen. No, even the Toronto Blue Jays were excited that he was coming to their town. This show definitely made them millions upon millions of dollars. Generational ass whooping we're witnessing. Definitely. Historical, actually. The comments are hilarious. Kendrick went to Drake City and sold out the concert. I remember there was a time when everyone was saying that he wasn't selling anything out, and I haven't seen anything but sold out, packed out shows. Let me see Drake pull up to a LA show now, see what happens. Yeah, I don't think that would be the smartest move. You can't not go to LA. It's one of the bigger markets out there. Game over, having your whole city calling you A minor is crazy. They weren't calling him A minor. They were saying that chord was A minor. The song is so dead, people are still milking us. Wow. Oh, the Drake stands are definitely really, really sad right now. Does he only have one song? No, he has a plethora. It's sad at this point. I mean, sad for Drake. You can't schedule probably the biggest rap tour of all time by the time this is done, because it's almost a certainty at this point. I feel like another few shows and it will already top that, and still so many dates still left. But everyone buying tickets to this concert definitely wants to hear this record. It's probably one of the biggest rap records of all time, and definitely the most successful rap disc of all time. I mean, have you ever really heard a diss track go number one? All right, that's nasty work. Hearing your own city scream the A minor line. Yeah, man. Also certified PDF, man. It was a raucous crowd. So crazy to see how one song can carry someone's whole career. Nigga gonna be performing it his entire career. And yeah, man, artists perform their biggest hits. Because if not, the fans are gonna be pissed. But to think that this is his only song when he's like what, 15 years into his career, these are all erroneous points. They lose all validity when you just do a quick Google search. The guy literally had like 18 Grammys before this, already had the biggest rap tour in its time, and he's obviously going to take that record again back with this one. He sold 600,000 copies in a week, and Kendrick still has the hottest selling album this year, or an album he put out last year. Family Matters could have never had this motion. Yeah, man, I mean, that fire was snuffed out literally within like 30 minutes. Holy shit, Kendrick performing in front of 30K people while Drake performing in high school gymnasiums. I know who my GOAT is. And I'm sure that sentiment is shared by many. Canadians are competing for being the best crowd throughout the tour. Kendrick is him. Yeah, he should really run around and say that he's the king of Toronto right now. It would be hilarious. Toronto chanting one more time is crazy. Kendrick won. What happened to those that claimed Doc couldn't perform in Toronto? Are they doing all right? And yeah, guys, that was obviously delusion from the OVO army. Obviously, that was never going to be the case. Have the type of impact Kendrick Lamar has had just this past year, because I do not want to belittle the rest of his career, but just this past year, you don't have that type of impact if the people aren't relating to it and gravitating to it big time. He's been grabbing accolade after accolade over the last year and a half, and that's just been the norm for him throughout his whole career. But the guy is not just some indie act that wins every award and just gets the critical acclaim. The guy is one of the bigger commercial acts out there as well. So let's not diminish what this guy was before beef, but let's definitely give him his flowers for honestly raising his stock even higher, which is something that I didn't even think was possible. Kendrick Lamar is on a historical run. It doesn't seem like it's ending anytime soon. It's literally going to be when he wants to take a vacation at this point. And guys, the OVO army hasn't really been known for using facts in their arguments, so the Drake stand comments in this are honestly expected. But deep down, they definitely know what it is. And I feel like you act like this when you really have nothing to stand on. You're gonna just try to pull shit out your ass. And obviously, those narratives have been missing left and right. But definitely let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Kendrick Lamar's performance in Toronto? What do you guys think about the crowd screaming for an encore? I definitely expected the show to be freaking crazy. But that definitely has to be salt in the wound for Drake. So definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. I really want to thank you guys so much for continuing to make this channel a part of your day. It honestly means the world to me, and all the love and support that you guys continue to show this channel on a daily is probably the biggest reason why I make these videos. And I truly want to let you guys know how appreciative I am for all of it. I definitely want to send a very big thank you to all those that have been joining the YouTube memberships. It's a small way to support the channel and honestly goes a very long way. Also, a very big thank you to all those that have been sending donations to the Super Thanks. And again, guys, that definitely goes a very long way. And I also want to give a very big shout out to all those that have been adding to the dialogues and the discussions in the comments. Without you guys, we wouldn't be building the community that we are building over here at YoEQ TV. So definitely let me know what you guys have to say on this. I just think it's epic. To me, this is some legendary shit. Drake is probably shedding a single tear while lighting his favorite candle and drawing a bubble bath.